University of Montana versus Montana State University. After this one, this best of five starting in just a couple of seconds. No, started just a couple of seconds ago. Excuse me.
Oh man, and in these last couple of seconds, I have seen NAU pull off two different shots on target. So maybe I get why they're at the top seat there.
Yeah, only second as of right now to that Northern squad, to that University of Cincinnati over there in Ohio. Butler coming out of Indiana as of right now. I'll let you guys guess where the Northern Arizona University College is located.
Man, that's just such a difficult guess. Why you gotta make this so hard for us? Let me guess. Is it in Arizona?
You can get back to us with your guess if you'd like to, Flater, if you need to think about it. Yes, yes, Arizona. It's Arizona right there. Castillo, KJ, and Corona. It's not Corona. I always say this one wrong. Chronicle. Excuse me. Chronicle.
A little bit of a back and forth here. We got NAU spending most of the time on the blue side here, so a little bit of a walk in the park for them so far. Chronicle, here he is on the midfield, good 50 to center, right back into the blue corner. Kai decides to go for the boost there, not sure why, but hey, as long as it works, don't mess it up, but I don't think it worked.
Yeah, Chronicle right here. This is going to be a nice setup there from KJ. Friday doesn't really succeed in getting anything done, but putting that up right there for the opposing side. Northern Arizona striking first.
Northern Arizona applying so much pressure in that last minute, finally getting that 1-goal lead after breaking that defense, and it all came down to a panic attack coming in from Friday there. Decides to give the ball away right into the opponent's hands, who put a bullet of a shot on target. Kai looking to set up a play here. Oh, almost gets scored on. KJ pass opportunity taken away as Friday decides to take us just a little while longer. Castillo. Ooh, I mean, dude, you love to see this kind of coordination. Everybody's playing so fast from the Northern Arizona University. It's so difficult to read these plays.
2 minutes into this one. Yeah, no, I hear you. Like, this has really just been back and forth and just kind of Butler trying to get out of their defensive side so far. Morales and the rest of Butler really gotten their work cut out for them. Now, finally, a little bit of a run. Morales almost puts this one on board. Nicely done. A solid offensive start for the Butler University side.
No, they're finally getting into the game here. They're finally trying to get into this group, trying to understand what the other team is about, what kind of shots they pull off here, what kind of strategies they're implementing. And, so far from what I'm observing, Northern Arizona University focuses solely on constant offensive pressure. Take away the boost and make sure they are on their knees before you put another one on target.
Ooh, almost. That's going to be top bar and out on that one. Top bar giveth, top bar taketh away.
We got KJ once again putting the threads here, sending us back onto the blue corner. Morales doing all he can to pull out of his own half, but Castillo denies him that opportunity. KJ pass down center. Kai sends it right back for the intercept. Castillo, good save, picks up the boost. No touch for him though. Morales, good one touch. Second touch to send it down center, but the team is miles away before they could put an offensive shot on target. Here's Kai. They're going to make something happen with that double touch. Morales doing the exact same thing. Oh, the bump could have been useful, but Chronicle decides to walk away with this one. KJ, good read off the backboard as it bounces right back onto the midfield. Chronicle decides to go up high. Friday's even higher. KJ, side wall read from Castillo. Good touch by KJ, an even better one from Kai, leading us into the last 60 seconds of this game. First goal still very much in favor of Northern Arizona.
Nicely done there from Castillo, reading the offender right there and making sure to go for the bump and not necessarily always be ball chasing. Love to see it. Love to see it. Friday across the middle right now. An attempted pass over to Morales. A back pass. It was indeed Friday getting a pass accepted of their own. Now Kai from the top. That's not even played, and that's going to be decently centered. Butler beating feet the other way. Top bar out again, and a double tap. The triple tap coming up right here, but not going to be enough.
Oh, Chronicle isn't ready for this one. No, he is not. Morales, what a hook shot on target. So many misses coming in from Northern Arizona University. The constant offense comes back to bite them as they get too ahead of themselves in terms of
That's a
momentum, and just like that, Butler University, they tie it off.
that's a really, really good point, actually. We'll kind of cover that after this game has actually finished. Right now, this is
Oh
anybody's
my
game to
god.
take another shot and another miss from Northern Arizona. I gotta say, it's not playing like the number 2 seed undefeated squad that we have seen thus far in the EGFC.
No, not in these last 2 minutes. Absolutely not. They came here with guns blazing, but so far haven't been a bit of a silent showing. And as I say that, Chronicle comes in and is like, "Shut up, casters! I got this. Okay, watch this. A quick touch there, 50 off Kai, putting it into the back of the net and taking game one easy. Not even trying."
There's 10 seconds now. As we know, lead of 1 is no great lead indeed in the great game of Rocket League. Now that's going to be
Is
a
this great
second,
enough?
and probably, yeah, that's probably going to be enough now.
Yeah, and it's of course Chronicle once again coming in. Not really good enough. Maybe this one is just gonna be doing just fine. A kickoff goal, extremely unfortunate for Butler University. There, you have to commend the kind of mechanical plays that Butler has brought into this game. It's really unfortunate to see them pulling down into shreds here in these last few seconds. I'm not sure anything much else can be done as the ball drops down. Game number one will be going to Northern Arizona.
Yeah, so this game pretty much played at a dead standstill, 0-0. One score gets answered immediately by the second one to tie this one back up. This basically just comes down to the last, what, I think it was like 24 seconds or 33 seconds or something like this for Northern Arizona to have gotten both of those in. All three come in the way of Chronicle as well, so really we see the main striker of this squad. I want to kind of hark back to what we were talking about that 35 seconds or so in. It's always interesting to talk about how you play time in Rocket League, right? Like at what
Mhm,
point and like how much chronological resource, how much time when you
mhm,
have left do you change to a more like hey, kind of keep away type situation. Not necessarily a full defensive stance, but kind of a keep away type situation. Northern Arizona is up 1-0 with like double digit seconds left, and they're still just always chasing, always pushing everything else. If
right.
Chronicle hadn't clutched up with these two in the last like 24 seconds or something like this, we'd still be watching this overtime. And that is not a situation that Northern Arizona either want to be or have found themselves to be in many times in the EGFC series
Mhm.
season.
Right, and we've seen both sides of the coin there. We have seen a team, after taking a comfortable lead, they sit back and relax. They try to play defense. That doesn't work out for them, and or they just go on to the other side, as we see right now. Northern Arizona getting a little too ahead of themselves there on the offensive side. But the good thing is they were able to bring it right back with the little time that they had, and that is what adaptability is all about.
Exactly. Adaptability, malleability, the ability to adapt to change. That is what Rocket League players have used to really provide benefit in the past. We'll do that one again. Now, speaking of changes, let me ask you, what does Butler University need to do to take this game number 2 and tie this series back up?
I mean, they just gotta play exactly how they've been playing so far. We've seen them matching their speed, and matching speed. If that's what has been getting you goals, then so be it. Do the exact same thing again. Make sure that Northern Arizona doesn't run away with your boost. You gotta maintain the pace of your game. Otherwise, against mechanical players like NAU, you're gonna be steamrolled over if you don't decide to match that pace.
Speaking of right there, that's a nice defensive block there from KJ Castillo, beating feet down to try and hop into this offensive stance right quick. Chronicle, the main striker, 3 scorers in last game, only scorers there for Northern Arizona University.
Oh, he's trying to set up something here for his team. KJ trying to be as big of a nuisance as possible, right? Even after failing that counterattack, it doesn't matter. You got to stick around for just a little while longer, and that gives your teammates time to recover and set up yet another attack. As we see Chronicle heading right back on the offensive side. Friday takes it to the corner, but no possession play for him though. As off the backboard it goes, KJ with a shot on target, bottom right corner, and the first goal goes to NAU.
Yes, unsurprised that the sustained offensive pressure that NAU was able to get throughout the first minute and 10 seconds of this game here. 3-1 was the scoreline from game one. That's exactly the same kind of situation that we saw. Sustained offensive pressure, and it really showed. when it came down to looking at those shots attempted.
It's really interesting to see how that one touch on defense from Friday off the corner resulted in a goal. How everything just comes toppling down. So
Hmm.
if they can get that consistency right, if they just keep thinking about the kind of clears that they're making, they gotta have them. Gotta have make those clears with intent, right? Otherwise, NAU
Yeah.
is gonna be walking away with every single clear, and that just piles up tons and tons of pressure against you.
It's just eventually pressure will crush. Now, pressure also creates diamonds, though, Flater. It's not something we should forget so quickly. See how that goes. The double demo right here. Castillo takes out not one, but two. Two birds, one stone. Double head shot, whatever you want to call it. We're now going to be introducing these players back on the game after a couple of seconds of timeout.
Here we go, NAU trying to keep possession for as long as possible. Castillo takes it up high off the backboard. Good read there. Morales with an even better one as he sends it right back onto the midfield. Chronicle gets the demo there, putting us in a 2v3 spot. NAU, however, on a bit of a back foot as we see Morales spending a lot of time on the other side, trying to make them as uncomfortable as
Ooh, is
possible.
that?
And that has led to Butler University finding some space to work with in that demo. Could be
Oh,
it for the first goal.
brutal.
Chronicle comes in with a save, though, as we still see that one goal lead for NAU sticking around.
Yeah, we saw kind of how that was going, how that play was unfolding, and that's exactly how Kai plays this one. This just happens to be like a couple pixels too tall, hits crossbar on the, or hits top bar, excuse me, and then defender is able to get a hand on it at that point. Kai with a double tap up aerially as well, tries to get this one down to the teammate. Not going to happen so easily. Friday just gets absolutely crowded right there, like it's a bank closing. On Friday, get it? Yeah. Okay.
A minute 50 remaining there, and we still got the NAU sticking around with that one goal lead. Chronicle, there he is in the corner. Morales sends it right back on the midfield. Friday, that's a good touch. Kai, that's an even better one. And what better way to equalize this game number 2 here as Kai was the first goal for Butler University.
Yeah, why am I not surprised that Kai finally does get one in? This is a player that was not going to be denied for forever. They were doing everything offensively, a lot of passes, a lot of physical play too, like we were talking about
Hmm.
earlier. I believe that was Confused Irish, that really physical player, Xavier
Yeah.
University in game match number 1. Now it's definitely this player for Butler.
Oh, there he is up once again. Friday, good
Ooh, okay.
save. And just like that, a demo is all it takes. Castillo says, I'm going to come back with a physical play of my own. And man, oh man, did it matter.
Kai Friday both getting front row seat to that goal. Chronicle with another one. Northern Arizona University has been playing it fast and loose. Looks like it might be about to pay off again.
We got still 60 seconds here. Butler University can't just give up just yet. See Friday looking to set up a pass for Morales. No second touch for him, though. Gets eliminated from the field. KJ looking to take a shot on target. Friday off the backboard. Oh, good bump there on from Chronicle. Can he get the shot? No, he can't. It's just so much pressure being applied by Butler University, and yet it still amounts to nothing at the moment. NAU heads right back onto the offensive side, and they need to work so much harder to send them onto the offense. Morales on the midfield, a good first touch. No second one for him. KJ, oh, that's a pretty good one. Castillo's not even ready for it himself as he's the last man back. Kai tries to keep possession, gives it away right back to Castillo. Friday off the ceiling. Does he have the second touch? No, he doesn't. 20 seconds remaining here. Butler University, if you gotta make this goal happen, you gotta make it now.
13 seconds to go right here. Oh, looking dangerous for a second, but Castillo completely cuts the head off of that opportunity. 6 seconds to go. And again, in case you're just new to Rocket League, once this hits triple zeros, we will have a kind of volleyball type situation where the ball cannot hit the ground, and it does. That's Northern Arizona in game number 2 at an even closer scoreline. It was 3-1 in game number 1, now 2-1 game number 2.
Oh, look at the confidence on Castillo. He says, you know what? EST ain't that bad after all, even after just a one goal difference here. Gotta respect the sportsmanship, rather, excuse me, or the confidence on Castillo. Oh, either of those, but pretty much good.
Yeah, so 5 total shots here for your Northern Arizona University squad. That's the Lumberjacks again. Butler with six. Wait, no, excuse me. Math is hard. Math is hard. 5 for both of these two teams. No other, and I think that is again kind of reflecting of what we were saying during the game. That this is a decently even-handed game. Nobody really had like a crazy time of possession like Northern
Mhm.
Arizona enjoyed in the first game here. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised either way. Right, I would not be surprised if Northern Arizona takes game number 3 at a decently close scoreline, and then closes out the series. I would also not be surprised if Butler kind of continues on this education of their Northern Arizona team, just getting to know this team right here and learning a lot about them, and then uses what they've learned to turn game 3 into the beginnings of a reverse sweep.
Hey, that's the plan here for Butler. You have played 10 minutes of gameplay against such an overly mechanical team. How do you use that against them? It all comes down to this. Leads last 5 minutes. Now or never for Butler University. Always have to show up on these exact situations. Friday, decent save. Kai picks it up high. No second touch for him though. And we have talked about this before. You gotta make those second touches happen because against a team like NAU, once they get possession, it's very difficult to take it back from them. And they're
Ooh,
learning and they just outperformed.
nicely done. This comes off the back of a Friday demo as well. This hit right here into the hit onto K. Okay, no, excuse me. KJ just completely missed that one. The demo did come, but wasn't necessarily affecting one way or another of this first goal. Butler now strikes first. Love to see it.
Hey, what did I tell you about the follow-ups? Friday, pretty good with following that first shot up. And now onto the second one. Kai, good shot. KJ, better save. Who comes out on top with the possession play? It's Castillo, sending us into the corner. A lot of boost to work with to set up his team, which he does. Morales there to save the day. No possession play for him as Chronicle sends it right back on the midfield. KJ looking to set this one up for his teammate. The third man looking to get this ball going onto the blue net, and there it is. Chronicle getting the first goal for NAU.
Wow, from half pitch as well. They're going to have to throw some extra postage on that one next time to make sure it gets there. Castillo actually looked like a little bit dangerous right there. Kind of looked like some of my ranked partners, right? You know, my shots up there on point. They just had to get that little tappy tap at the end to actually get the credit for it. Castillo does not, realizes the situation that they are in, backs off, and goes to play the defender, and that's going to be the first for Northern Arizona and the tying factor here in game number 3.
All tied up, and we're only a minute and 20 seconds in. What happens next? Morales, well, he started off this kickoff with applying some pressure on the Northern Arizona side with Castillo. He decides, oh, Castillo? All
Okay.
right, okay. You know what? I respect that. A little bit of an individual spicy play there couldn't hurt for NAU. They try to make it work, but against a team like Butler University, it is very difficult to make these impossible individual plays come into fruition. Morales, on the other hand, as I say, that looks to do the exact same thing. Doesn't turn out. Very much surprised. Oh, double demo. Chronicle and Castillo still cannot beat Kai, though, who's quick as a bolt of lightning on that shadow defense challenge. Kai, once again, a boomer of a shot onto the backboard. Can he get the second touch? No, denied by Castillo. And with half the game remaining here, almost half the game remaining, we're still all tied up.
Yeah, so Butler knows that they are down right here. They lose this game, they are out of the series. It would feel great to take at least one game off, and Morales purchases that situation, or at least gets a little bit closer to it. 2 minutes, 44 seconds, and Butler takes the lead.
Oh, unfortunate touch from Castillo there, but a good read from Kai. Decides to challenge early, forces the pass, and the intercept is just as good as it can get. Butler, once again, up in the lead. Can they maintain it? Can they increase it? We'll find out soon enough. Butler University, once again, off to a great start here. KJ on the defensive side, sending us from one corner to the other, but Morales has something to say for himself. Midfield possession play for Friday. Hands on the ball, wheels on the ball, they're taken away, denied by KJ. Chronicle keeping possession for just a little while longer as he sends it right back, rolling into the blue corner. KJ, no touch for him, and it seems like, we see NAU trying to get that pace back up as we saw them in the last 2 games, but they're struggling.
That's a decent little bounce. Of course, there's a defender on the other side, but we take those when they talk about offensive opportunities. KJ right there. It's a perfect defensive stop. A defensive stop that would have put this game a little bit farther out of reach. Again, score difference of 1 undone all the time. Score difference to 2 is called the insurance policy for a reason, Flater.
Absolutely, and
Oh!
oh
Woo!
my god, they almost got the equalizer. NAU are being a monstrosity on the offensive side. It's only a matter of time before they end up scoring at this point. Finally breaking out of that shell, Morales, here he is, setting up a play for the opponent's side.
Wow.
We got another opportunity for a shot on target, denied by the backboard. Kai, no pass from him. Friday sticks around for a little while longer. Morales could have gone up for that. There was no harm
Hmm.
in not going up for that one. You got nothing to lose. Only a 1 goal deficit
Wow.
here and make it 0 as
Wow.
NAU bring it right back. Castillo, little shot on target.
There's the Castillo with the Denzel Washington. That's the equalizer, Flater. 1-2-2 right now. 64 seconds left in this one. Once again, Northern Arizona takes this game 3. That'll Okay, I was about to say this is going to be a lot harder if Morales gets an off kickoff goal, but 60 seconds left in this one. And Butler University facing some stout offense right now.
NAU, last 50 seconds. What do you think is the mindset of these players right now? We get it right. They have scored on this team before, but making sure making that final step across the finish line sometimes can be the most difficult and challenging task. And it's becoming to become just like that. Butler University almost got the goal there, but NAU, they make it look so easy. Here's
Oh
TJ
my
with a bit of a long shot on
goodness.
target, and that's gotta hurt. That is gotta hurt if you're Butler.
Yeah, that's the first nail in the coffin, possibly the last. But we have a classic 30-second drill right here, right? Down by 1, 9-10, 1-0, doesn't matter. 2-3 is the score line right now. The score difference is all that matters. Got to get offensive and got to get offensive quick.
Kai reads your mind there, but that's a huge whiff on the offensive side. Giving away possession with just this little time left is not the best idea. Morales makes the same mistake twice before sending us on to the midfield. Friday using all the boost he has to set up a pass here. Kai doing the exact same thing, but Chronicle just walks in and stomps on everybody's dream because all he needs to do now is
Oh.
put this ball down, which he does. Northern Arizona State University, well, I think it's just Northern Arizona University, gets this game in 3.
Wow. So it's such a classic thing for Castor to say that the scoreline, the series scoreline, does not belie just how close this series was. But to be fair, I really think that that does describe this game. 1-3 in game number 1 right there. Northern Arizona takes this with 2. 1-2 in game number 2. Northern Arizona squeaks that one by, if I may say so. Game number 3, the highest scoring of these 3 games, 3-2 scoreline. Butler does drop in the last. Again, it was exactly 30 seconds left, right? That they'd given up the second of 2 in a row, and that was going to be enough. Northern Arizona University is 6-0 for a reason. I gotta say, just based on paper performance, right? What is expected coming into this favored team, underdogs, whatever else. On paper, it's expected for Northern Arizona to take this by a little bit more of a scoreline of than one. Two of these games. Crazy stuff.
Well, so a decent showing coming in from Butler University. They're coming in as the 10th seed, going up against the second one, having all the games as pretty close. But Northern Arizona always coming out on top in these 3 games. After a short little break, we're going to be having